Okay, I'll try not to spend too long on things unless I actually feel very passionately about it because of how long it is. Welcome to the official... What is this called? Every U.S. restaurant chain tier list maker. And it is no joke. We gonna be here a while. Red Lobster. I have not had Red Lobster that many times. But when I have had it, I'll tell you what. The biscuits are fire. It's expensive as balls though, and I live in New England. Don't forget about that. I live in New England. If I want to go get good seafood, I can make a 2-hour drive to like Maine or even like, you know, the coast of Massachusetts, like, you know, into Boston, North Shore, all the way up, and I can get really good seafood for half the price. Very average, very mid. If anyone's like, where do you want to go? I have never suggested a Red Lobster in my whole life. Not terrible, really expensive. The biscuits kind of save it from a D tier. McDonald's, you know, I remember when I made this video, I made a tier list video like 2 or 3 years ago. McDonald's was my gold standard for fast food, and I put it in S tier. But as of recently, I'm actually going to knock it down to A tier because it's still very consistent, but they just kind of started to fuck up. And like the one thing they were good at was like fast, cheap food. Now it's fast, kind of not really cheap anymore. Doesn't taste as good. Food. But you know what you're going to get every time you go there. So it's still good, just not as good as it used to be. Okay, I'm ready. This one's going to cause some fights. I think Chick-fil-A is highly overrated. I think Chick-fil-A is highly, highly, highly overrated. I think that Popeyes did the chicken sandwich better. I think that even McDonald's does a chicken sandwich like comparable for me personally. And because of Popeyes basically just walking in and taking the one thing they were good at, for me, I just can't say they're that good. Even the waffle fries, like the waffle fries are nothing crazy. They're fucking waffle fries. But I want to go somewhere for French fries, I'll go to Arby's. I won't order anything else on the menu, just the French fries. But like if we're talking about going to a place just for its French fries, you've already lost. That's why I put it with Arby's, you know what I mean? Wingstop. You know, I used to think Wingstop was pretty shit, but their sandwich is pretty good. The chicken sandwich is actually not bad. Their wings are terrible. Like, the actual wings are fucking terrible, but their sandwiches are pretty good. The chicken sandwiches isn't bad. So it's a bit of a redemption arc for me, personally. The chicken sandwich is probably the best thing that they've done. But yeah, other than that, very mid. I don't think I've ever had Corner Bakery. I don't know what this is. Is this On Bon Pain? On Bon Pan? It's the only thing I could think of for this place. I don't think I've ever had this place. I've had On Bon Pan, like once or twice. But it wasn't that good, but I don't think that's what it is. Which sandwich? Never even heard of it. Gonna throw it right in there. Denny's. Dude, I haven't been to a Denny's in like maybe 10 plus years. Maybe 10 plus years. They just don't really have them around here. So maybe I'm looking through it with like rose tinted glasses, but I don't think it's that bad. You just get like a ton of food for pretty cheap, and for like good, like a bunch of breakfast food, that's pretty nice. I actually don't think it's that bad. But again though, I haven't had it in 10 years, so it's a little bit of rose tinted glasses, kind of looking back and be like, oh, I remember it wasn't that bad and it was kind of cheap at the time, you know? So for me personally, I'm going to keep it in the C, but I haven't had it in a long time, so take it with a grain of salt. Famous Dave's, never had. Great American Cookies, never had. Jack in the Box, we don't have it up here. Never had. Jersey Mike's. I think when you think of sandwiches, you think of the big three. You think of Subway, Firehouse Subs, and Jersey Mike's. I think Firehouse Subs is better than Jersey Mike's, but I don't think Jersey Mike's is bad. But I've never, like, gone out of my way for Jersey Mike's. So I'd say it's a very average sub place, and I could get a comparable sub from a local place that makes, you know, like a local pizza joint. Because there's tons of pizza joints in New England. They're like a dime a dozen. You know, every town has, like, town name House of Pizza, right? And every one of them makes subs, and all of them are pretty decent. So, for me personally, kind of mid. Hawaiian barbecue doesn't have it. Okay, all right. I'm really gonna ruffle some feathers here. Listen, hear me out on this. The food is actually not bad. The food at Moe's is actually not bad, but I really f***ing hate when you go into Moe's. They all scream whenever you walk in the door. Welcome to Moe's! Shut up! I didn't ask! Like, dude, go off, bro. Go off! I didn't ask. Okay? I want to come in, get my food, and get the f*** out. I'm a New Englander. We mind our business. We keep to ourselves. You mind your f***ing business. Don't come in screaming when I walk in the door. I just want to turn around and leave. Just being friendly? You could friendlies these nuts, okay? If I want to be friendly, I'll go to Friendlies. Because we have Friendlies up here. I'll go to Friendlies if I want Friendlies. That, I'm going to Chipotle. They don't scream me when I walk in the door. Pizza Hut, very, very low tier. I think Pizza Hut, like, basically went out of business in Massachusetts. At least there's not really any near me. There's a reason why it went out of business. It didn't actually go out of business. I say that because, like, all the ones that were in business all closed around me. But if I want a pizza, dude, I'm gonna go to a pizza place. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just go somewhere, like, local, and they're gonna make it a million times better. I'm gonna get it delivered, and it's gonna be fire. There's nothing they're gonna make better than any local place near me. No. Pizza Ranch I've never had, never even heard of it. Rosati's I've never heard of it. Shakey's I've never heard of it. Skyline Chili's Chicago? Isn't that Chicago? Like, Midwest? We don't have that here. Taco Time, we don't have that here. Fridays. I have a story about Fridays. So Fridays used to do this thing where you pay like $10 like an hour of unlimited appetizers, and they were really annoying with it, right? They were really annoying, where they'd only give you small plates, and then like you couldn't order the next plate until you finished your current one. So like you'd sit down, you pay like the 12, 15, but whatever what it was, and then they come bring you some mozzarella sticks, and then when it's done, then you put the order in for some wings, whatever it was, right? So me and my buddy went, and we were broke, and our other friend wanted to come hang out, and we're like, dude, we're going to get food, and like we really don't have a lot of money. And he's like, well, I'm kind of broke too. We're like, you can come, but like, dude, we literally don't have anything. Like, we had no money. The only money we had was the amount of gas we had in the truck. And then I had like $13. My friend had like 15. And so he was like, I just want to hang out. Like, I just want to chill. I'm like, all right, cool. He had just eaten. So we go, and the waitress is like, well, what about him? I was like, well, he's just going to chill. She's like, well, he can't have anything. We're like, okay, that's fine. After like 2 or 3 plates, we're almost done. And there's like 2 mozzarella sticks on like one of our plates. And so we're like, ah, dude. And we throw him the mozzarella stick. We're pretty much done anyways. We're like, yeah, that's going to be the end of it anyways. And this lady comes flying around from like, it was like Batman. She must have like had a kid. Just runs down the aisle and is like, you can't have that. And we're like, ma'am, we're done. Like, it's like the last one on the plate. Like, come on. And she's like, she's gonna have to pay for it. And she runs away and comes back with the bill and charges him an extra 15 or whatever it was for a part of the unlimited apps for an hour deal. We're like, we're not paying that. We're not paying that. Like, he took 1 mozzarella stick at the end. And she was like, no, he ate it. There must have been more and we didn't see it. And I was like, okay, I guess you can make that assumption because you caught 1, but you didn't catch any of those ones. So you can't assume that you did something beforehand just because you didn't see it. And then we're automatically guilty. That doesn't make sense. And she was like, I'm going to call the police. We're like, go ahead, do it. Meanwhile, the person who we rented my house from, his daughter was the chief of police of our town. So I just really went, all right, I'll wait. I was like, all right. And so after about 10 minutes, she comes back and goes, just leave. We're like, so we'll pay for the 2? She's like, yeah. And so we paid for the 2, and we got out and we left. We're like, yeah, f it, dude. Dude, I lived in Boston. The cops weren't gonna come to a Fridays. Dude, if you know anything about big cities, big city cops are very different than small town cops. They're busy with actual shit. They're like, no, we're not going to Fridays because somebody ate a mozzarella stick. Like, hello? And so we just left after that. 0 tip. Go f yourself. It's the only time in my entire life I've not tipped. But yeah, so for Fridays, though, the food is very mid. I wouldn't say let's go to Fridays. Also, another fun fact, Fridays food is some of the most high-calorie chalked food of any fast food. I don't know how, but they managed to stuff like 4,000 calories into a single dinner. Like one plate. I don't know how they do it. But for memory's sake, I'll give them a C. Just because of the funny memory. I'll give them a C, just for the funny memory. Pancake House, never had. White Castle, we don't have that here. Yosh, we don't have that here. We don't have that here. I know of like the Costco-esque one, but the actual, like a restaurant, don't have it here. Don't have it here. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Chili's. Chili's is just the better version of Fridays. But it doesn't pretend to be anything else. It's all microwave food. It's all trash. But like, you know what you're getting into when you go to Chili's, right? Like, you're like, we're going to Chili's. You're like, all right, you know, I'll get the 2 for $25, and you'll get like a small app, and you'll get the honey chipotle chicken tenders, and you'll have fun with it. You'll actually be like, you know, it wasn't bad. The fries were pretty good. The service ain't bad. They refill your drinks quick. You know, you pay by card on the little desk. You don't even have to talk to nobody if you don't want to. I actually think it's not bad. Because it doesn't pretend. It doesn't pretend to be a high-class establishment. You're going to Chipotle or to Chili's. You know what you're going to get when you go to Chili's, you know? I like that. I don't want you to bullshit me. I want you to tell me what I'm getting. And if I know what I'm getting, I'm good to go. Baskin Robbins. Wait, Baskin Robbins is like the ice cream place, right? Is Baskin Robbins the ice cream place? Yeah, this place is pretty shit. Nah, I'm good. In-N-Out. I am now cultured. Went to LA. I had In-N-Out a couple times. It was damn good. But I hated the whole, you know, there's a whole secret menu, and you gotta know the code words, and you know, you gotta be in on it, and you gotta know everything. I want a fucking burger. I want some fries. And I want a drink. Whatever you got on the menu, let me see it. If it ain't on the menu, I'm gonna pretend it's not there. I don't want to have to tell you, like, slide over to the guy behind this register and be like, yo, bro, 261 on a Bravo Charlie 9er. He's like, I got you, boss, and walks out with a hot dog. Good food. Keeps it at a S tier, though. Firehouse Subs. I think Firehouse is pretty good. I think it's slightly better than Jersey Mike's, so I won't spend a lot of time on it, but I don't think it's great. I think that... If you
say In-N-Out is overrated, you just like to be contrarian. I don't care. Argue with the wall. BC, the reasonable people aren't listening. Don O'Wall.
No, it's good. In-N-Out is fine, but that's what kept it out of S tier for me, is just like the weird bullshit of it. Like, get rid of the bullshit, it's S tier. But the bullshit keeps it a nice A for me. Okay. Godfather Pizza? Never had it. Alright, okay, I might actually ruffle some feathers. Oh, other chatters? Oh, yeah. True. Chatters don't know what they're talking about. You a real one. This one's actually... I actually might piss some people off with this one. I think Red Robin is unironically really f***ing good. Hear me out on this. Their chicken is good. It's not top tier, but for what it is... Dude, I used to go to Red Robin on break from work. There's one at Gillette Stadium. So, like, when I used to work in Overwatch League, I worked at Gillette Stadium, which is, like, where the Patriots play and shit. And there's a Red Robin not that far. I go in, and for, like, 15 bucks, I'd either get, like, a big burger or a big chicken sandwich with a drink and unlimited fries with unlimited sauce. And they'll bring you whatever sauce you want. You get campfire mayo, to, like, random barbecue sauces, to random mustards, random ketchups. Like, they have everything, all complimentary with your meal and unlimited fries. So if you want, you could sit down for 10 bucks with a burger and just feast on fries for your whole lunch, for whole lunch hour. Fire. The desserts are good. Their drinks are good. It's not that expensive. I like it. I think it's pretty damn good. Potbelly, never had it. Jamba Juice. I know it exists here, but I've never actually had it. Dutch Bros don't know what that is. Menchie's frozen. I've had frozen yogurt places, but I've never had this. I don't know what this place is. Cheesecake Factory. Oh boy. I actually unironically think Cheesecake Factory is like probably the best chain restaurant in the country. If you're going to consider it a chain and put it in the category of all the rest of these, it's in its own league. Tell me, dude, you could 67-page menu. Exactly. You can sit down in a Cheesecake Factory and have no clue what you want, and you could just sit there and just keep flipping and keep flipping, and you'll find something. You'll find something. Whether it's mozzarella sticks, pasta, burgers, I don't know, random concoctions that they came up with in the back. It's good. The cheesecake, the whole part of Cheesecake Factory at the end is to get a slice of cheesecake and then take a slice home. It's fire. Every time. It's a little expensive. It's a little bit expensive for what it is. But it's good. It's good. In comparison to the rest of this list, it's its own category. Sorry. Never heard of it. Taco Cabana, never heard of it. Perkins, never heard of it. Polo Camper, have never heard of it. A&W, yeah, we used to have this here, and it literally went out of business because of how bad it was. Like, they don't exist. I don't even think... Hold up. The closest one is in, like, southern Rhode Island. Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. Applebee's. Applebee's is like Chili's and Fridays, but pretends to be something better. And it's just the worst version of all three of them. Like, you go to Applebee's to watch, like, hillbillies fight. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. There is a higher chance of you watching someone throw a drink through a TV at an Applebee's than you getting served good food. Applebee's is the place you go if you are literally so down on your luck, you have nothing else to go to. They won't even let you in McDonald's. McDonald's asks you to leave, so you go to Applebee's. That's how bad it is. You can't even go to the local pub, local tavern. You gotta go to Applebee's and get the $1 margarita. And drink 4 of them, and then grow a third arm. Arby's, yeah, we all know Arby's is trash. Arby's is, we have the meats, and the best thing on their menu is French fries. Dude, if you're a burger place or a meat place and your best item is a French fry, you fucking up somewhere. Only thing that saved you from the F category is your French fries. There actually used to be an Arby's in Foxborough, at Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play. I remember I went one time and I literally got a burger and the fries, and I just ate the fries. I didn't eat the burger. It was that bad. But everyone's fries were fire, so. Unbon Pain, very mid, very average, not bad. It's like a more expensive Panera with a unbun pain. Like, you know, they're all a little bit more stuck up, you know. They try to, excuse me, this is a high class sandwich establishment. Yeah, shut up, Panera. I mean, you're not fooling nobody. You're Panera with French, bitch. Okay, all right. Now all right. Now I'm gonna lose everybody. Now you're gonna get lost. Okay, hear me out on this. I don't like pretzels. I don't think they're that good. Listen, I don't like pretzels. I'm sorry. I don't like pretzels. Okay, you go to the only Auntie Anne's are in malls, and I haven't been in a mall since 2014. You know, malls are old ass pieces of shit at this point that have been just like ruined by society. I'm not going to a mall to get a pretzel. Off. No. That's it. Pretzels aren't even that good. I'm sorry. That's it. I don't know what this star is, by the way. Never seen that in my life. So, I'll put that there. Carl Jr.'s? I don't think we have a Carl Jr.'s around me. Let me look. I'm not even with you. When I typed in Carl Jr.'s, it pulled up Madagascar. I'm looking at the southern hemisphere of the globe, and I see Africa, I see the Middle East, and India, and it's like focused on Madagascar. Chat, you're not... Can I show you this without doxing myself? That's what came up when I typed in Carl Jr.'s. I gotta go home. Take me home. Is it called Hardee's too? Oh, cool. The closest Hardee's is in South Carolina. Cool. Anyways, Five Guys. Five Guys. I think Five Guys is really good. It's just expensive. It's good. It's actually really good though. It's really good. It's just expensive. You kind of know what you're gonna get. I would actually even put it maybe in S tier, but I just don't get it that often. It's very greasy. It makes me feel like shit. You know, it's like, ugh. But you know what you're getting though. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go get an expensive, good, greasy burger. But that's all there is. It's very one-dimensional, which is fine. Nothing's wrong with that, but I think S tier is just a different category. The coffee bean, never had it. Dippin' Dots, yeah, put these fuckers right at the bottom. Anyone who unironically liked Dipping Dots as a child that wasn't, sorry, let me take that back. Anyone who likes Dipping Dots that is not a child at an amusement park is a bot. You're a bot. You are literally you are an NPC. You're not real. I don't believe you. You are part of a hive mind. The government programmed you. I refuse to believe you're real. How the f? And if you're past the age of 8, how the f did you get convinced to eat little beads of ice cream for like $72 over actual ice cream for $3? Who the f programmed you? You go to the music park and the little tiny ass bowl they give you of little different
Five Guys prices is too damn high, and the burgers got smaller.
True.
Also 10 months, almost half a year.
It's these little tiny ass bowls, and they just they have a bunch of colors to get kids to be like, oh, look you want the ice cream, buy the colorful things. And so they go, mommy, daddy, buy me the ice cream, and they're like, okay, fine, how much is it? $37 for what? You know, and then they're just little balls of ice cream. They're stupid. No, absolutely not. Baja Fresh, never heard of it. Fatburger, never heard of it. Honeydew Donuts, honestly, very underrated. Honeydew Donuts is very underrated. You don't see them that often anymore. They kind of got crushed by Dunkin' and Starbucks and the coffee wars. But anytime you've ever been to a Honeydew Donuts, they're actually not bad. Their donuts are good. Their bagels are good. Like, all their food is pretty good. Their coffee's okay. It's not great. It's like Dunkies level coffee, but like, it's not bad. It's not bad. Very underrated. New England thing? Probably. It got crushed by Dunkies. Like, I went to a Honeydew Donuts like a couple months ago, and it was pretty good. And I was like, wow, why is there not more of these?
I had Five Guys last night, and then we all went to Cheesecake Factory.
Thanks for 8 months. You might need help. You got Five Guys and then went to Cheesecake Factory? Brother, don't do that. That doesn't sound like it. That doesn't sound like you're gonna have... It sounds like your toilet's gonna be screaming. Okay, Panda Express. How much do I want to piss people off? I think Panda Express isn't bad. They give you a ton of food for a good price. Now, granted, you can just get, you can get Chinese and stuff at a different place and probably be okay. But like, it's not bad. It's actually not bad. You get a bunch of food for like $8, and it's like, holy shit. It's pretty good, It's not the best food on the planet, but like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Never heard of Fuzzies. Pretzel Maker, never had. Oh god, Boston Market. Oh god. Not the Boston Market. Oh man. Boston Market. Holy shit. I haven't been to a Boston Market in years. Holy shit, I didn't even mean to do that last one. That slipped. That one actually slipped. Holy fuck. For those who don't know, there was a guy in Emong's chat for like over a year who would come in every single day and would ask him and his chat, do y'all like Boston Market? Every day, once a day, for like a year. This is gonna get me just like, if anything on this list is gonna get me killed, this is probably it. There's a reason why you don't see any Boston Markets nowadays. They're not that good. The only thing good from Boston Market was the mac and cheese and the rotisserie chicken. Even the mac and cheese wasn't that good. It was just the rotisserie chicken. It was just the chicken. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate to do it to you. Oh, the cornbread. Wait a minute. You're right. The cornbread. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Core memory unlocked. The cornbread was actually fire. Okay, you know what? They just got bumped to a C just because of you. I hope you remember that for the rest of your life. You got Boston Market bumped from a D tier to a C tier just because your cornbread comment. I appreciate you. Okay, Brahms. I've actually never had Brahms. I've never heard of it. Tutti Frutti, never heard of it. Taco John's, I've heard of it, never had it. Nathan's. Is this the hot dog place? This place is kind of fire. I haven't had it in a very long time, so I don't really remember, but it's kind of fire. I'm gonna give it a nice B. Just because I don't really remember it. And I have their I've had their hot dogs from the store, you know what I'm talking about? Like the Nathan's hot dog from the grocery store, and they're always my favorite. So I haven't had it in a long time, so I'll give it a B, because I don't really remember it that well. Fire. Church's Chicken, never heard of it. What is this? The Village Inn, never heard of it. California Pizza Kitchen, never heard of it. Ben & Jerry's. Wait, Ben & Jerry's is a restaurant? They have in-person stores? Really? I've never had it in person. I actually didn't know that existed. I'll have to look into that. I'm interested in that one. Chicken Express, never had. Captain D's, never had. Freddy's Steak Burgers, never even heard of it. Jason's Deli, never even heard of it. Golden Chick, never even heard of it. Hungry Howie's, never even heard of it. Delight's Donuts, never even heard of it. Qdoba. I might make some people mad with this one. It's just the alternative Chipotle. Sorry. If I want Chipotle style food, I'll just get Chipotle. Oh man, I'm actually getting people real mad with this one. Domino's Pizza. Yeah. And I'm gonna give everyone who lives outside of New England a pass. I'm gonna give you a pass because I pity you. I pity you. Because we in New England have terrible food across the board. Our food here sucks balls. We got nothing. We don't got good Asian style food. We don't have good Middle Eastern food. Mediterranean, barbecue, nothing. We ain't got shit. We have one thing. Pizza. Our pizza is fire. It is better than anywhere else in the country, from New York to Boston to Maine. I don't know. Actually, Maine's a little different. They're a little more seafood. Maine, we'll let them be a part of the club. But point is, your New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts have the best pizza in the world. I know Chicago style is good. Apparently, I've never been to Chicago. I'm just saying. The pizza here is so good, there's no reason to ever order Domino's. Domino's pizza is kind of not good. Nothing there is that good. Actually, fun fact. They probably still do this. It's been many, many years since I did this case study, but Domino's Pizza actually buys cheese from the government. So basically, the government has this whole program where it buys extra milk from farmers, turns it into cheese, blah, 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 blah. Whole cheese caves theory bullshit. Basically, Domino's buys the cheese from them, and then whenever you order online, if you order online, Domino's will always ask you, would you like to add extra cheese for $1? And their profit margin on that dollar of cheese is something around 98%. They only spend 2 cents on that cheese that they sell to you for $1. So, just saying, I'm not a big fan of Domino's. They're kind of big corpa. They don't make that good of food anyways. I'd rather order a local place here. Easy D tier. Easy D tier. Danto's Pizza, never had it. Fuddruckers. I've heard of Fuddruckers. I've never been, I don't think. Have I ever been? I don't actually think I have. I'm gonna put it here, I'm not sure. Charlie's never had. Never had. Chipotle. I put Chipotle in like the Panda Express tier. It's like, it's good. It's alright. Not bad. I used to really hate Chipotle, but recently I've actually discovered it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. I put in a solid B. I put in that tier of like, you know, Panda, Chipotle, you know, they're good. They're okay. It's okay. IHOP. So, IHOP is interesting. I got so many good stories about IHOP. Me and my friends used to go to IHOP at like 3 in the morning in downtown Boston. It was nice. It was a good time. It was the only place that was open. You'd see some shit. You'd see some really f***ed people. And it was always funny. It was always funny. But the food sucks. It's bad. And ever since I did that Pokemon stream forever ago, where I ordered IHOP on stream, I ordered $60 of IHOP on stream. I ordered a children's pancake that was supposed to come with a smiley face on it. It was $8 for a single pancake with some whipped cream, and they didn't put the whipped cream on my pancake, and I was bullshit. I was so mad.
Outside and touch some grass.
Chat, you remember there? If you were there, it was like almost 3 years ago now. I remember I let chat order my dinner that night, and chat paid for it. So like, you know, they were like, "What?" I was like, "What do you get?" And then someone donated like $40, and then someone else did another 20. And they're like, "Let's do IHOP." So I let chat pick out how much that would be, and we went through the menu. And I remember when I opened it up, I opened the pancake for chat, and there was nothing there, and everyone was like, oh, "Not the pancake." Easton Bros Bagels, never heard of it. Lee's Famous Chicken, never heard of it. Gloria Dean's, never heard of it. Tripoli Donuts, never heard of it. Villa, never heard of it. Bueno Tarco's, never heard of it. Wiener Schnitzels, I've heard of it, never had it. Never heard of it. Yogurtland, never had it. I don't think there's a Checkers or a Rally's near me. Hold up, I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, it's just pulling a bunch of local places that have similar names. So I don't think there's one in Massachusetts. I don't think it exists. Caribou Coffee, never heard of it. Friendlies. Okay, so remember we were talking about Friendlies earlier? Now it's time. Friendlies used to have a saying with me and my friends. Friendlies was the place you would go hungry, leave starving. That was our motto for Friendlies. Because you'd go in, order 15, 17 bucks worth of food. It was not filling. It was kind of small, and you'd leave, and you're like, I'm still hungry. So we used to call it "Go hungry, leave starving." I don't think Friendlies is that bad. I think the food tastes okay. You're just gonna have to spend a lot of money. I give it a solid C, because their ice cream's pretty good. You know, the Friendlies ice cream is okay. It's just, it's okay. Golden Crown, never had it, but I asked Emong one time if he wants to go for the memes, because I heard it's really bad, but it's funny. So maybe we go there sometime. Jollibee, never had. Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's food is pretty shit, but their ice cream's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd give it a solid C. Solid C. Don't get food from there unless you really, really have no other choice. And then get something shitty like a hot dog, you know? Something you can't f*** up. Literally nobody on this planet can f*** up a hot dog. It's impossible. Get like a hot dog and an ice cream and you're good to go. Smoothie King, never had it. Wetzel's Pretzels, never had it. Johnny Rockets. Have I had Johnny Rockets? Wait, okay, is this the place where they, like, wear the, like, 1950s style paper hats? I remember it. I remember the milkshakes were fire. The milkshakes were fire. I haven't had it in so long, though. You know what? Just on remembering the milkshakes alone, I'm gonna put them in A tier. I haven't had it in a long, long time, but it was very good. Bojangles. I've never had Bojangles. I don't think we have them up here. Sweet Frog, never had. Wendy's. Wendy's. I'm gonna get people mad. 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 Don't. I don't think it's that good. I don't think they're that good. What is Wendy's good at? Burgers? Come on now. Come on now. Be serious. What are they good at? Frosties? Will you put your fries in the Frosty? Oh, that's called ice cream. It's whipped ice cream. You put an ice cream and French fries together. It's literally soft serve. It's like whipped soft serve ice cream and fries. Wendy's, Nuggies, and Frosties, the only things I get. Dude, honestly, McDonald's nuggets are better. They got the crunch. The crunch factor on McDonald's nuggets is just better. McDonald's spicy nuggets, better than Wendy's spicy nuggets. Wendy's ain't what it used to be. I used to love the Baconator back when it came out in like 2013. That was like, there was one near my grandparents' house, and we used to go every once in a while, me and my grandpa. It's bad now. I do not like it anymore. I have not gotten Wendy's in a long time, because the last few times I went, it was shit. Whataburger. Chat, am I crazy, or this logo used to be green? Did the Whataburger logo used to be green? That's Wahlburger? Oh, I'm thinking of Wahlburgers, aren't I? Wahlburger's good. I don't think I've had Whataburger. I've had Wahlburger. Not Whataburger. Whataburger, I think, goes in the never had tier. Because I've never had Wahlburger. I've never had Whataburger, but I've had Wahlburger. Okay, that makes sense. Dunkies. I guess it depends. What are you getting out of Dunkies, you know? I want a Dunkies for coffee, convenience, price. New England in me says here. Brain in me says here. I think Dunkies is pretty good. It knows what it's there for, you know? There's a million of them. There's a million of them. And they're okay. Bad service? No. That's untrue. That is not true. And I'll tell you why it's not true. Because Dunkies is a Massachusetts company that expanded. So what they did is they kept the same way that they operated here and moved it outwards. They're not the Southern hospitality where they kind of like dote on you and try to, you know, make sure no, they're like, what do you want? The f do you want? You tell them what you want. They tell you how much it is. You give them the money. They go boom, 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 boom. They make it as fast as they can for you. They hand it to you and they go, have a good day. See you later. You know what that is? Speed. Speed, get you in, get you out. That's what I want. I want to get in and the f out. I don't want to have a nice conversation. I don't want you to sit there and have nice pleasantries. No, I want to get my shit and I want to get the f out. Don't f with me. I won't f with you. None of these people in line are going to f with you. That to me is what I consider good service. That to me is personally good service. I don't want to be bothered. Like, I don't want you to fake a smile to me. I hate that. Personally, this might be a little bit psychopathic, but I don't like people that put on like a fake smile, and I'm like, you don't like me. You literally hate me. Why are you sitting there smiling at me? You don't have to tell me to go f myself, but just get me in and out. That's it. Just get this transaction done with, and we'll both be on our way, you know? That's just how I am, at least. So, to me, I think it's great. I think it's the way it should be. But, again, culture differences, at least in my opinion. Papa John's. Yeah, this place is terrible. Like, this place makes Domino's look good. There was a Papa John's that moved into my hometown when I was growing up. They moved in. I ordered them twice because the first time I was like, oh, maybe it was just like a one-time thing. It sucked. I got it a second time. They were both the worst food I've ever eaten. They closed in less than 6 months. They closed in less than 6 months. I don't know how they did that. Terrible. Awful. Atrocious. Bottom tier. If you eat Papa John's, I don't know. You must have got convinced by like Peyton Manning that you thought they were good. Remember, by the way, things to tier 1. I appreciate it. Chuck E. Cheese. Dude, if you go to Chuck E. Cheese for food, you need literal mental help. Literal mental help. Somebody check you into an asylum. I said Peyton Manning, Peyton, because he used to do the commercials for Papa John. Yeah, Charles Entertainment Cheese. Yeah, if you go to Chuck E. Cheese for food, yeah, you need help. Actual legitimate help. Steak and Shake, I don't think I've ever had it. Pita Pit, never had it. Mod, never had it. What the fuck is this? P.F. Chang's. This is just the white people Chinese food. Very mid, not very good. But like, you're gonna get what you ordered, you know? Like, P.F. Chang's is the place that has 5-star ratings because, you know, all the white people who don't know what Chinese food is actually like, they're like, oh, it's very good. Yeah, it's okay. It's not like true Chinese food, but like, you know, it's alright, I guess. It's not great, but you're not really getting a Chinese food experience, you know? So, it is what it is. Noodles Company never had. Haagen-Dazs? They have a restaurant? Never had a Haagen-Dazs restaurant. I had their ice cream, but I never had the restaurant. Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse is literally hard carried by the bread. Everything else on the menu is ass. Except maybe the fries. The cheesy fries are pretty good. Everything else on the menu is cheese. But their bread is so damn good. It's so damn good.
At most fast food places quite prevalent in the US then? Kiosks, ordering apps, etc.
Ordering apps, yes. Not kiosks, no. Most people drive through. America is very much a car culture nation, so most people drive through. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I gotta give it an A. I would still go to a Texas Roadhouse today. Like, if someone's like, yo, you wanna go to Texas Roadhouse? I'm like, I'm in. Let's go. You know, if someone's like, hey, you wanna go to Pizza Hut? I'm like, I thought we were friends. You know, like... Zoe's Kitchen never had. Hard Rock Cafe. Chat, what is... I think I've been to a Hard Rock Cafe. What's sold at Hard Rock Cafe? I don't remember. Wait, I remember. We hosted a watch party there when I worked in Overwatch League. We hosted a watch party at a Hard Rock Cafe. And I remember being like, holy f***, the food looks terrible. I didn't personally try it. But I'm gonna put it in a D. Because I thought it looked like terrible. I thought it looked like dog ass to me. Personally. So, I'm gonna put that in the category, even though I've never technically tried it. Tim Hortons, never had. Beef O'Brady's never had. Pete's never had. KFC. Oh man, I might get people mad with this. I think KFC is fucking pretty bottom tier. I don't understand people who go to KFC anymore. I think KFC is dog shit. I think it's really, 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 really... You know what? Actually, let me stick to my guns. I'm putting it in F tier. It's gross. The chicken sucks. The mashed potatoes suck. The mac and cheese sucks. The fries suck. The chicken sandwich is literally the worst one out of all the chicken places. It's just... No thank you. Great Harvest never had. Bob Evans never had. Waffle House never had. We don't have them up here. Blimpie never had. Shoney's never had. Toby never had. Tropical Cafe never had. First Watch never had. Huddle House never had. Never even heard of it. Logan's Roadhouse never even heard of it. Marco's Pizza never even heard of it. McAllister's never even heard of it. Olive Garden. He's never had Waffle House. We don't have them here. They're not a thing. They're not here. Olive Garden is... Okay, so Olive Garden used to have unlimited soup and salad. It used to have, like, good deals. And it was okay. But I don't think it's that good anymore. But in terms of the rest of this list... I don't think it's, like, the bottom of the barrel. I would still go to an Olive Garden. Like, I consider D and F, I wouldn't even go. Like, D, maybe if all my friends wanted to go, I'd go and sit down and maybe get some food. But anything C and above, I'd be down to go. D and F, I'm not even going. Like, off. Like, absolutely not. I would go to an Olive Garden. It's low C tier. Low C tier. It's okay. you know what you're gonna get when you go to Olive Garden, you know? On the Border, never heard of. Pieway, never heard of. Penn Station, never heard of it. Corval, never had it. Zaxby doesn't have it up here. Never had it. To Go's, never had it. Crystal, never had it. Never had it. Cold Stone. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. Cold Stone, top tier. Cold Stone's a top tier ice cream place. Cold Stone is legitimately very good at what they do. They don't pretend. They just make you really good ice cream with what you want in it. That's it. It's overpriced, sure, but like you don't. It's like it's kind of like Five Guys, but Five Guys tries to do a couple different things and it makes you feel like shit. I don't feel like shit after Cold Stone. I feel fine. You know, it's expensive, sure, but like. You know, you watch the whole show. They do the ice cream in front of you. They need it. They need it. Put in more stuff. They need it. You know, like. And honestly, you want to talk about good service? I have never met a rude Cold Stone worker. They're always like the sweetest people on the planet. They're always extremely nice. So, Cold Stone. Actually, I think I saw a TikTok recently of some guy who went to a Cold Stone and then like added like 15 items into his ice cream. So like she's like, oh, what do you want? And she put M&Ms in and then needed it. And it's like, oh, can I put this in? And she needed it. And it's like, what else would you like? Put in more stuff than needed it. What else would you like? More stuff than needed it. And she did it like 15 times and she didn't say a word the entire time. So I'll give it that. Hooters. This is just straight F. I'm sorry. If you actually go to Hooters for like any reason at all, you're one of two things. Kind of creepy, or you have the worst taste buds on the planet, or C, I'll give you C, you're the guy who grew up in your hometown and you frequent the Hooters with all the other rejects who didn't go out of town. You guys used to be cool in high school, but you never went anywhere after that, so you always go to Hooters on a Friday night and you sit at the bar with everyone else that's a loser from your town now, and you all talk about the good old days. That's what Hooters is. It's all the people who peaked in high school and were supposed to go do big things and never left their hometown. That's what Hooters is. It is the hometown hangout spot. There will never be a Hooters sponsorship on this stream. I just made sure that would never happen. Okay, Culliver's. I don't think I've ever had it. I don't think I've ever had it. I heard it's good. Hey, let me see if there's one near me. Oh, cool. The closest of Culliver's is in Macedonia. That's Ohio, by the way. Cinnabon. I haven't had Cinnabon in a long time. But it's pretty good. But it falls to the same problem of Auntie Anne's. It's just a place inside of malls. I'm not going to go out of my way for a Cinnabon. But they're good. They're good. I ain't going out of my way for one, though. Ain't happening. It's alright. It's good. But I ain't traveling for one. Nope. If I bump into one, sure. That's it, though. Chester's never had. Papa Murphy's never even heard of it. Is this Rita's Italian Ice? Have I had Rita's Italian Ice? I'm not a big Italian ice guy, so I don't think I've had it. I'm gonna put it here because I actually don't have a good rating for it. Cece's Pizza? Isn't this just like the mall pizza place? It's a buffet? Wait, it's a buffet? Oh, never had it then. Pizza Inn, never had. Shabara, never had. Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, that's a tough one, actually.
Look like
Buffalo Wild Wings. C, at best. At best. It's gone downhill so bad. The only good thing from Buffalo Wild Wings nowadays, for me personally, is the mac and cheese. And what I do with the mac and cheese is I'll get some Asian Zing wings, and then I'll take my wings and mush them around a little in the mac and cheese and just rub the sauce off into the mac and cheese, and then take a bite of the mac and cheese after I eat the wing. And it tastes really good. with the sauce. Like, just like a very small amount of it, just like kind of spread on, you know? That tastes pretty good. But everything else, terrible. Popeyes. Solid A tier. Solid A tier. Popeyes is very good. I used to go to Popeyes all the time when I was in college. I had one down the street from my apartment. Woo-wee! They were so good. It was so good. Actually, one of my friends worked there. He actually played football at one point, but then he had to stop because he got hurt. He was working there, and he was from like the deep south. Like, we're talking like deep Louisiana. Had the full accent and everything. And he worked at the Popeyes near my house, so he would hook it up sometimes whenever I went. And when that dude made my wings, oh, it was like a different world hit me. And I was like, bro, how do you do this? And he's like, I just throw a little extra seasoning. He's like, the seasoning they tell us to use, it's good, but you gotta use a little extra. And I'm like, my God, you are just the best person. I miss that guy. One of the best people I'd ever met. Jimmy John's. Have I ever been to a Jimmy John's? It's another one of the sandwich places, right? I think I have. I don't think it was anything crazy. It was alright. Fazone never had. Del Taco never had. Just Pizza never had. Little Caesars. Wait, did I lose him? Wait, I lost him. Little Caesars, for what it is. For what Little Caesars is, isn't bad. But I ain't going out of my way for Little Caesars pizza, you know? Like, I respect it. I respect the cheap pizza. It's good for the price. But you get what you paid for. It's not good. Like, it's good for the price. It's just not good. Round Table never had. Show Sky that never had. Sizzler never had. Jack never had. Sonic. I might make people a little bit mad with this one, but Sonic, I think, is one of the better fast foods. Hear me out. Their food isn't the greatest. Okay? Like, you gotta get certain things from Sonic. Like, if they have specials. Like, for example, hear me out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax. For example, they recently had barbecue tater tots. Dude, those were fire. They were some of the best tater tots I've ever had. Their Sonic Blasts go crazy. Their drinks go crazy. The fries, if you have the cheese fries at the place, they're pretty good. If you get them delivered, they're pretty shit. The burgers are okay. And the way I used to do it in college was I used to go to Sonic and I would order like 4 or 5 chicken sandwiches. They were like $1 or $1.50, $2. And I would take them home with me. That's when we have the story about reheating fast food. You could get chicken sandwiches and they would have like 2 big thick pieces of chicken on them. And then you'd have chicken for like 3 or 4 days for $2. You know, it was fire. They were awesome. So yeah, I'm just saying, Sonic holds a little piece of my heart from that. And I think the aesthetic used to be cool with the whole like.
If drive-through is the most popular form of fast food, is there one that each time you go you have to wait an ungodly amount of time in the drive-through?
Popeyes.
For us, it's KFC, easily 10 plus minutes sometimes.
Popeyes, it can be like 20 minutes, no joke. There's a Popeyes near where I grew up, and it's on Route 1, which is like this major like road, and it would wrap around the building and then go on to Route 1. So you'd be sitting like on this like almost highway, watching cars go blow by you while you're sitting in line trying to get into the parking lot to go into Popeyes. Anyways, Sonic's good. Starbucks, I think Starbucks is highly overrated. I think all of their foods suck. I think like they come up with like these random things. Like my mom goes to Starbucks all the time, and like every once in a while she'll buy something for me, like to take to my house. They have like this one thing. It's like a little breadstick, but it's super hard, and sometimes it has like something on it. And I'm like, did you just give me a stick to eat? Like it's a stick, you know? A biscotti? Yeah, it's like a stick. I'm like, why the am I eating a stick? You know, like no, like. You Subway. Subway's not great, but I'll eat Subway. It's not great. I don't like Subway. Taco Bell. I only go to Taco Bell for one thing and one thing only. Sorry, 2 things. The fries are pretty good, but whenever Taco Bell has like some event, right? They'll have an event, right? And they'll be like, oh, this new thing or new thing that came out, or we're doing this new collab or whatever it is. And you're like, dude, that looks pretty good. So then you get Taco Bell and you're like, I regret this. And then you don't even regret it after you eat it. You regret it after you eat it for the next 4 hours until it comes back out. And then you really regret it. Then you really fucking regret it. So, yeah, fuck that. Smash Burger? I don't think I've ever had Smash Burger. I don't think. Melting Pot, never had. Those never had. Tomi Roma's, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Blaze Pizza, never heard of it. Cookout, never heard of it. Oh, Krispy Kreme. Sorry. There used to be a Krispy Kreme near me when I grew up. It closed down, became a vitamin shop. The only Krispy Kreme near me now is in Connecticut at the MGM Resort Casino. I haven't been in many years. I miss them. I miss those little donuts so much. They're getting an S tier. They're getting an S tier. Steak Escape, never had. Longhorn Steakhouse. I think Longhorn's not bad. I'd give it a solid B, but nothing higher. It's alright. You know what you're getting there, but it's one of the lower tier steakhouses. I would call it the peasant steakhouse. You know, like you have like the really expensive ones if you're in the city. You know, you go to like the local steakhouse or that big steakhouse and you spend like $90 or whatever on a fucking steak. This is the peasant steakhouse where you spend like $25. And you know what? You get a decent steak. Nothing great, but you get okay. You get a better steak than like Texas Roadhouse, you know? It's like, you know what you're getting. Marble Slab, never had. Ruby Tuesday. I don't know if I've had Ruby Tuesday. I thought I've had it before. Yeah, I actually think I have. I think me and Emong went one time. It was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. I think. I don't remember, actually. I don't know. Long John Silver's? Yeah, this is a front for the mob. Nobody actually eats at Long John Silver's. Like, that's a front for the fucking mob. That I have never seen a person go into a Long John Silver's ever in history. Modelo Mushroom, never heard of it. Cane's, we don't have one. Actually, no. I think there is one in Boston, but I've never had it. Breadster, never had it. Fox Pizza, never had it. Burger King, yeah, this is a very solid C. I'd eat Burger King. It's not great, but it's the same thing with Taco Bell. Burger King's just Taco Bell. They're the same thing. You don't ever get Burger King until they do a collab or they do some special item and you're like, that looks kind of good. All right, I'll get it. And then you get that and some fries because their fries are pretty decent and a shake. And then you're like, well, that was kind of terrible. And then you don't get Burger King for another year, you know? But Taco Bell makes you regret it twice. This makes you regret it at least once. So, Charlie's never had. Insomnia cookies. I hate to admit it, but I've actually never had Insomnia cookies. Havoc Girl, never had it. Quiznos. Quiznos is dog ass. Quiznos is just a shittier D'Angelo's. Shake Shack. Shake Shack's a solid A tier. Solid A tier. Very good. Kind of expensive though. It's like Five Guys, but more modern and hip. Rubio's never had. Cheddar never had. Panera. I'd give Panera a solid B. Pretty good. Not amazing though. Like you go to Panera for like a bagel, a smoothie, a coffee. You know, people like their mac and cheese, but their mac and cheese is just like literally microwaved. It's nothing crazy. Like I think people go crazy for the mac and cheese, and it's like not that great. It's alright. It's alright. Cracker Barrel. On principle alone, I'm gonna put that in the F tier. I would never go to a goddamn. Never go to a Cracker Barrel. Outback Steakhouse. I think it's very much like Longhorn Steakhouse. You know what you're getting. It's kind of like the peasant steakhouse. And Polo Loco, never had it. So. All right. You know, I'll zoom in a little bit because the top one's the only part that's really important. The rest isn't as important because there's a bunch of never hads, but yeah. There you go. There it is. The official updated 2023 every U.S. restaurant chain tier list maker updated. That's a big one.